go.
What's up, everyone, and welcome
I'm mad
to
she did that and made her girl
54.
stop doing it.
Welcome to episode
Great
54 of
Great
What
intro
Kind of
already.
Legendary Cast Is This? Thank you, sir. We want to thank you for joining us per usual. Just in case somebody forgets at the end, we rarely do, but just in case somebody forget, don't forget to like, sub, and hit that bell so you know that when we come through, you can get all the information you need. So let's break down the crew right now, because I don't know how this is going to show up when it's actually rendered. So to my something, I'm not going to call him because he's showing. Let's go with the ginger of the group, Mr. Redberry Dent. Introduce yourself.
What up, everybody? It is your boy, the Red Bearded Gent. I have some other names. I can't remember them at this moment in time, but what's important is the Red Bearded Gent, and we about to do that thing.
All right. And in my view, above him is the beat master, the master beater himself, JayTezla. Say what's up to everybody. Come on, dude.
What up, everybody? How y'all doing?
This with this non-candid shit.
I know. I was like, all right.
Making that sound after you called him the beat master.
That's great. I love it. This is awesomeness. And you heard his voice, and or if you're following us on YouTube, you've seen his face. It's Team Kayos. Say what's up to the people.
What up, though, everybody? It's your boy Kayos, aka Lil Sweet.
All right. And me, I'm La, or Black Girl Marvel, and I'm here to bring you guys some news. One of our comrades is not here at the moment. Maybe she'll jump in, maybe she won't. Is Lucia, and
is she black or Asian?
She might be Asian or black.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, we are.
Waiting on that ancestry DNA test to come back.
Listen, I feel like I should
icon to notify when that video comes out.
I feel like I should have a little privilege because I'm 15% European. You feel me? I shouldn't get put over by the cops. I should be able to storm a Capitol building. You know, I'll get.
I mean, you are in Livonia, so like you are a colonizer.
Dang, I'm in Novi. Get it right.
Yeah, you can't disrespect those Novi.
Man.
You can't disrespect those Novi gangsters.
You feel me? I was all for the disrespect, but get where I am correct, sir.
Exactly, because Novi is 50% more whiter than Livonia.
Exactly. Team Kayos, sir. Thank you.
No, Novi is full of foreign
heavy hitters. Heavy hitters.
Asian cartel is in Novi.
You feel me?
Triad.
You feel me? I was about to say something that was like probably borderline racist. But
that's why I teetered that line.
Listen, I was gonna Kool-Aid man that line. You feel me? So I'm not.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? So correct myself. So first up on the docket is everyone's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. The title has finally came out. We had like 4 titles. Nobody knew what was right, and then they finally revealed which one was correct. It seems like everybody was a part of this little joke. How did you guys feel about that when you first did you see them all together, or did you see them one by one?
I saw them one by one, then I saw the all together one. I will say about the small little trailer they put out for the real title. Mm-hmm. Zendaya looks so weird looking at now. Watching Malcolm and Marie. Yeah. She looks so weird now. I'm like, okay, she's back in kid form. So it's like
right.
A whole 24 years old. Like now she like 17 somehow. Like 17, 18 somehow. What about you, Kayos? How did you see it?
I saw them all together. No, I saw them one at a time. Yeah, I saw the first one from Tom, then I saw the second one from Jacob, and then I saw the third one from Zendaya. Then today,
why they give Zendaya a home slice?
I honestly, when I saw that, I'm like, that might be it, because that sounds like something she would say both in character and out of character. But the title being
that's funny.
What is the damn title? I'm so fucking tired.
No Way Home.
No Way Home. I don't think I really heard anybody's. I didn't see anybody really say that before. We all had like Homeward Bound or something, but Marvel does a good job with these because that's a damn good title.
Yeah.
And
What
I
about
love
you?
how they played upon like Tom spoiling
Yeah.
That was
the
funny.
movie. Yeah.
He's actually become a good sport at that because as bad as he is, and he has been kind of bad in the past, Mark Ruffalo is still worse because he pirated Thor Ragnarok for like 200,000 people. He Facebook Live the first 20 minutes of Thor Ragnarok. He was on the red carpet, had his phone out, was doing his Facebook Live, never turned his phone off, went inside the theater. So 200,000 followers got to hear the first 20 minutes before someone on Marvel or Disney came up and said, turn your effing phone off. You're streaming the
Yeah.
movie for everybody.
Came
That's
over and tapped him, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
The FBI might want to talk to you in a minute.
He had the light in his face. Excuse me, sir. Can you please?
He's no Mother Effer Jones.
But for me,
Definitely.
but I think people need to give Tom some credit because he was a child when he got these movies, and he'd never been in like confidentiality. Usually with your movies, you don't have to be that confidential like you do with like Marvel. So like, give the kid a break. He's grown up, so he's like, I'm gonna play into this fun little joke, and it works because we all like it. What about you,
Speaking
JayTezla?
of- Go ahead, Tez.
Yeah. What about you, JayTezla?
Wait. Before
like
you get
the
started,
name. What up?
before you get started, I just want to say this real quick so you can say your full thought. I remember reading an article that Tom had said that when he first got back to Spider-Man, he was walking around like my man from what's that other Uncharted, and they had to pull him to the side like, yo, you're a kid again. You can't have that man swagger. You gotta bring it back now.
Peter Parker swag and Nathan Drake swag are
two different
completely
flags, yeah.
different.
Those are two different flags. But JayTezla, like, did you see all three of them first? Did you see the first one? What's up?
I saw Tom Holland's first, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's an interesting name." And then I got the update that said, I think one of y'all shared it. It was like shares Zendaya's, and I'm like, "Wait, that's not the." And then the third one got shared. I'm like, "The fuck is going on?" And I'm like, okay, now they're clearly making fun of the fans who, for months, have been trying to figure out what the name was. But I don't mind the name. I think the way they presented it was pretty cool. My only thing is I don't think those names are completely throwaways. I think they're hints at something else. And I kind of broke this down with La earlier. And I want to share this with y'all real quick. I'm gonna see if I can share my screen. Let's see. So I noticed something with the names. They look like they're shout outs to the villains in the movie. Yeah. So like for the first one, that I think that's the phone home is the one that Tom shared, I believe.
Yep.
The only characters I can think of in Spider-Man's history that wear green and yellow are Doc Ock and Electro. And we know Alfred Molina and Jamie Foxx are going to be in this movie. So that kind of makes sense with the phone home. Okay, electricity.
Vulture.
Well, Vulture's green isn't that color green. Like it's more like a hunter green. Then the Homewrecker one really caught me off guard because that's kind of the colors of Rhino. And then the Wrecker part, that sounds 100% like Rhino. The only one that throws me off is the middle one with Home Slice, which that could be Craven. It could be the Jackal, which was interesting that someone mentioned that Emma Stone is in this movie because she was in the previous Spider-Man series. What if Emma Stone isn't Gwen Stacy, but she's the Jackal in that universe? If we're playing with the multiverse theory for this movie, that'd be kind of cool for her to be a villain because we haven't had a female Spider-Man villain yet in the series. And I think they are built toward a sinister system, but it's not the sinister system we all think it is. I think with the Morbius, Venom, and whatever the hell Vulture is going to be, that sinister system is going to be his own movie of anti-heroes. This is going to be I think this is only for the Marvel Studios Spider-Man movie.
Also, too, just looking at this, granted, don't hope you're not diabetic, so take this with a huge grain of salt. We got it covered, said that Emma Stone still has not completely is confirmed for Spider-Man 3, so that's still up in the air, but I still get what you're going at.
And
and that would be high blood pressure, wouldn't it?
Yeah, high blood pressure. I was gonna say, but that could be a way you could bring her in. I also think that could be a way you also bring in Miles. Miles could be from a different universe altogether. That way you don't have to use the that throwaway line that you did in Homecoming. You can actually bring an adult Miles, live action Miles in as a one-off if you want to. So we'll see what happens, but I think these titles, that's all people talk about as well. These titles aren't just for, oh, we're gonna give them fake titles and that be it. Because if they're playing on the joke, then there's no point in really telling us at all. Like you could just say, oh, here's the movie name and that's it. But playing on the joke and then showing us official titles, someone had to go through and make that. So I think that is something to it. I think the overall villain will probably be Mr. Negative if it's connecting to WandaVision and Doctor Strange or however. But yeah.
So what do you guys think of Tez's theory?
It's a possibility. I don't want to put it. I don't want to put too much weight on it. It's a possibility. We really don't know. They've been a lot of shit out into the sky. With see what lands. So it could be a lot of things, and it could be a lot of not those things. So I'm just excited for when it comes out. Also,
Yeah.
the trailer it said only.
I still doubt that. I still doubt it's going to be only in theaters. I think it's going to be. Wow, we just lost Chaos. I think it's going to only. I think the closer we get to that date, if theaters aren't fully open the way they are, I know New York just opened up theaters to 25% capacity, but
they open up theaters. That's in March 4th is when they open up to 25% capacity.
Okay. I don't think by the time we get to that point we'll be at 100%. So I think they're probably going to end up doing the same thing HBO does, where they'll do the same day on the app. The question is, how is Sony going to is it going to be through Sony or is it going to be through the Disney Plus app? But that's a bridge we're going to have to cross when we get there. I don't know. And then I really want to know how this movie connects to the WandaVision too.
Leave a comment below what you think of Tez's theory. If you feel like everything that he said kind of lines up, or if you got a theory of your own. But we're going to move on to another topic. We're going to stay within Disney, Marvel, Loki TV show.
Yep. So the news report that said that Loki.
Yeah, go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead.
The news article that came out. The news article has said that Loki will be released on Disney Plus June 11th. So
talking to the mic.
I'm not talking. My bad. So just to make sure everybody heard me, Loki is supposed to be released on Disney Plus June 11th. Now, how much? I think it should be a movie in between that, maybe Black Widow or something like that. How long is the Falcon and Winter Soldier? That's only gonna be like
6 episodes,
like 6-7 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah, 6 episodes.
About 6 weeks.
So
that's in the middle of March. That's still
calendar-wise, it will break down to
the mic. Push it forward then.
1, 2, 3.
Push it forward to where you lean, where you end up when you lean. That way you can talk right into it.
Right.
So it would.
Look at you giving me mic tips.
Yeah. So Falcon and Winter Soldier would end if it starts on the 19th with no breaks. It would end on April 23rd. So.
Okay.
Okay.
You're thinking. Let's see. That kind of would line up because. That would basically would say that the entire month of May is just Black Widow, because Black Widow was supposed to come out May 5th or 6th, so that would give it enough time to drop. They can probably put it on Disney Plus, and then we'll see what happens from there. Because I know
shut them down, open up shop.
I know either next week or the week after Disney has an investors meeting, and they're going to probably talk about Black Widow and finally decide, are we putting this on?
Hopefully, can we get that? I'm tired.
At this point, they're going to have to, because they're not going to get the numbers they think back.
They're not. So, but I'm not gonna dig deep into that. What do you guys think that the Loki show is going to be? Because, like, honestly, I didn't read Loki comics, so all I know about him is what I picked up from Wikipedia or watched on the MCU films. I have no clue what this. I mean, I know that much, but it's I just want to know what's are they going to make this one of those redemption stories for him, because he's not the same Loki? So are you going to essentially give us back our Loki, or does he go through like Mandalorian type and save people while being a bounty hunter? So like what? Like I just want to know what it's. I need an image or something.
I think that nothing will change for Loki. I think Loki will play the game so he can get out of there, and whatever that entails, he's gonna do what he wants to do. He'll probably, just like he works with Thor or whoever else to obtain his objective. But at the end of the day, he's out for himself, and Loki is the trickster, so you never know what he's gonna do.
True. Tess?
I wouldn't be surprised, just based off of looking at that first trailer, if a majority of the first 2 episodes are basically the Time Variant Authority basically telling Loki what he did, what the real Loki did, all the Loki we knew did up to his death. Because even the trailer, they show shots of different things that happened in his life, like shots that even he would have seen. Like there's it's real quick, but the shot of Loki in Thor Ragnarok where he says your savior is here, that shot is briefly seen on that view that he's looking at. I wouldn't be surprised. I think he's gonna be the Loki that we knew prior to Thor: The Dark World, but he's still trying to do something. I think he's still gonna be mischievous. I think he's still not gonna give a fuck. But I think the show is really gonna be about him hunting down the different versions of himself. I think whatever he did to escape with the Tesseract fucked up something, and they're going to end up bringing different versions of him. Knowing the comics, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing Kid Loki, a female Loki, and because I know Richard E. Grant is in this show and he looks oddly familiar, like he looks oddly like Hiddleston. It will be real interesting seeing those two together, seeing an old man Loki trying to out trick himself.
And they were trying to do a Thor movie back in the early 2000s. He was actually approached to play Loki.
That would have been interesting.
This is back when this is like back in like the early 2000s, late 90s, when Patrick Stewart was rumored to be Professor Xavier and then became Professor Xavier because that's the perfect casting.
But it'll be it's not a long show, so we're not going to get a super long show. So we'll see.
I'm not mad at that. I'm just curious. Like I like to at least see like an image or something. Like I need more than like, because what they kind of showed us wasn't like world building. So I just wanted to see like what this world is supposed to look like. I think that's what
they're gonna roll this show out the same way they rolled out WandaVision, and the same way they're rolling out Falcon and Winter Soldier. They're gonna give you 2 trailers and then hook you in. I think the first episode, everyone's like, oh, the first 2, like I think for just with WandaVision, Falcon and Soldier is going to go the exact same thing, and so is Loki. The first 2 episodes are going to be like, well, they're all right, and then the rest of the show will be like, oh shit, this is the shit, like just how WandaVision was.
I don't know. It might not be the same. Like WandaVision is like that because of the aesthetic of the show. Like that old timey type of build is, that old timey type of build was kind of like. That
fit having that in WandaVision. I doubt with the show like Falcon and Winter Soldier that you need to have any filler episodes. I imagine they're just gonna hit the ground running.
I think they're gonna they are gonna have to explain what
it's different. It's gonna be different.
They're gonna have to explain at what point is this show set. Like WandaVision took to the 4th episode for them to say that this is set literally a month after Endgame. So they have to do that as well, because we know we at least now have one movie that is fixed in time from Endgame to that, which is Far From Home. So they're going to use that as the barometer of like, okay, this was 3 months after Endgame. This was a year, and then kind of go into that.
Cool.
Continue on with Marvel or some form of Marvel. Since they have the rights back to the Fantastic Four, there have been rumored reports that Jennifer Lawrence is being cast as Sue Storm. How do you guys feel about that? We'll start with Kayos.
I've heard conflicting things. Some people say it was just one. Some people say that it was actually just like some newspaper saw her in town and just made giant leaps in logic. Either way, I'm a fan of Jennifer Lawrence. I think she's a good actress. I've been a fan of hers since Winter's Bone, which she got her first Academy Award for. I was on board with her being on X-Men because I like that young cast. I'm fine with her not being attached to anything else in the Marvel Cinematic Universe or Marvel related or anything comic book related. She is a good actress, but the disdain that she showed that role in that film series, the more it got on, I don't want somebody that doesn't want to be there. I want somebody like Tom Holland who grew up a Spider-Man fan. I want somebody like Thor, like Chris Helmsworth, who loves this role. I want people who want to be there, and that shows on screen. It showed each film that Jennifer Lawrence did not want to be there. I understand that you had to go through hours of makeup, but you understood that before you signed on. That was a part of the role that is inherent to that character. So I'm fine.
Like everybody know who Mystique is.
I think
like,
with the
she
whole
had a reference too. Rebecca Romaine could have told her, like, baby,
that's all they ever talked about. That's all they ever talked about whenever they did the promo stuff for that. One, oh my God, you're naked the whole time. And two, how long does it take for the makeup? So you knew this going in. Yeah. And then you had it better than she had it because she had to go through way longer hours than what you did. Prosthetics and makeup have come leaps and bounds better than early 2000s. So
it could have been way easier for her. Red Bearded Gent, how do you feel about that?
For two things. For one, just to go back on the Jennifer Lawrence, even though I don't want her to play Sue Storm, I would think it would be a lot easier to play Sue Storm because she doesn't have to be in that Mystique get up and everything like that. So it'd be a way easier role for her. So that might be something she would enjoy.
Talking to the mic.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, way better. If you need to move the mic over to where you're.
I keep moving for the mic, and then I move again once.
And then you move away from the mic. Here's my thing: if you realize that you're away from the mic, speak louder. Right, just speak louder.
Yeah, I got that low tone. My bad. No, so
that's okay. That's what microphones are for.
I'm dead.
So, like I was saying, even though I do not want her to play Sue Storm, I do think it would be easier for her to play Sue Storm because of not having to wear prosthetics and all that stuff like that. But I feel like it's a possibility she was, and this was a temperature check to see what people really thought. Because they do temperature checks all the time, and everybody gave a grand fuck you to her for this. So
anybody other than Emily Blunt, I feel sorry for you.
I mean, once that fan casting, but like once that fan casting came out for her and what's his name,
John Krasinski.
I was about to say Prince.
No. I'm like, wait, why? Like, don't mess me up like that. But when it was fan casted that her and John Krasinski could be like Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm, I think that was like what Oprah would call like an aha moment for like collectively for nerds. Like everybody was like, yo, that's perfect. Like everybody's like, what? Like,
and then it kind of goes back to because she was actually the original cast. She was originally casted for Black Widow, but because of Gulliver's Travels with Jack Black, she couldn't be in Iron Man 2.
That story. I thought that was hilarious. I was like,
I felt so bad for her back then. And this was before, like, I think when I first heard it was before like Edge of Tomorrow, like before she got super huge. And I'm like, damn, that sucks, man. You could have been in MCU. You had to be in Gulliver's Travels.
Ooh, she signed that contract.
Yeah,
that's actually what happened. They actually forced her to do the film. She didn't want to do it. They legally forced her to do that film.
If you are just
famous lady,
if you don't know, if you're not on our YouTube, follow us. Lucia, is she Black or Asian? Has just entered the building.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
Look how excited she is.
I know she is excited. We were just talking about reports of Jennifer Lawrence being cast as Sue Storm. Do you have thoughts?
I was sort of listening. I'm hoping it's not her.
Simple and to the point, and I love it.
We here.
I personally, I'm cool. This is what I would say.
You good, actually?
I'm good. You feel me? I just feel like she's oversaturated for the most part. Like, I'm not saying I won't deny her talent because she, mind you, I don't like everything she's done, but I'm not opposed to it. Like, I'm not going to deny her talent, but I feel like she's oversaturated. And sometimes when no matter how good you are, if you're oversaturated, it's like time for you to go like on vacation or somewhere for us to like miss you. because I had that feeling segue about a little bit about Lady Gaga. She was so oversaturated. I loved her, but I was like, she needs to disappear for a minute because I'm getting tired. And so I feel like that about J Law. JayTezla, any thoughts about
that.
So I'm gonna be the person. I will die on this hill by myself.
Oh.
I actually want her to be Sue Storm.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
And let me explain why. And I'll
go ahead. I'm sorry. No judgment.
Let me explain why.
All judgment.
I don't care. I don't care. So let me finish. I don't care. It's my opinion. So my thought is Emily Blunt and John Krasinski as Sue Storm and Reed Richards would be great, but it's so perfect that I think it wouldn't work. I honestly don't want either of them to be in the Fantastic Four. I don't want either of them to be in it. I think John Krasinski could be something else that would be better. I just do. I don't think he will be great as Reed Richards. I just don't want to see him as that. I want to see him as something else. If you told me John Krasinski was Dr. Doom, okay, I'm cool with that.
That boyish face is not Dr. Doom.
Hell no.
That's the thing.
The man's an actor, but he ain't got chops to pull off that.
How do we know that? How do we know that if we don't test it? How do we know that if we don't test it?
You do not swing for the greatest villain in comic book history for that person to play against type. You get somebody that plays.
Let me ask y'all
to
this.
Type.
Let me just ask y'all this. Did anybody really see Michael B. Jordan playing Killmonger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Out of everyone they could have picked, no, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
As somebody that has never seen it, I will say this: have you seen The Wire? So
yes, but I still don't think in about 10, 15 years, yeah, he'll be great as a Marvel villain. No, I think
the guy has range.
I know he has range, but I'm just saying, from the standpoint, I think they're gonna probably pick someone that's going to piss off everyone with this pick, no matter what they do. If they don't pick John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, it's gonna piss off everyone, and they're not gonna get a fair shake. As far as I'm concerned, I'm willing to give whoever gets this pick a fair shake. If it is Emily Blunt and it is John Krasinski as Reed Richards and Sue Storm, fine. But understand, you have to be good.
Clock this episode.
You can look the part all you want. Doesn't mean you're
saying that
like.
But you saying that like you don't always have to be good on something like in this universe. Like you're saying it like you have to be good if you're gonna play these two specific characters. Like that's
if everyone's fan casting you, if everyone's fan casting you as this character, that means that they have as me and Lou talked about and something we're gonna talk about later. People have high expectations on something, and if it don't meet that shit, it's automatically trash.
We had Jessica Alba as Sue Storm for 2 movies. We will be okay no matter who they cast.
But that's my point. That's my point. And it's people like you I'm getting to. If your expectations are way the fuck up here, and a person gets to like right here, it's still trash to you.
But here's the thing though. That's those people's issues. They ain't got nothing to do with Emily Blunt as an actor because I get that there's pressure because it's like everybody's like she should be cast, should be perfect, and then if she points wrong for visibility, like then everybody gonna be mad because she ain't point the way the comic book person point. I get it, but like if my expectations are here, but she still gave me a solid joint, like I'm
okay.
Good.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think Jennifer Lawrence is gonna play Sue Storm, but if it happened, I wouldn't oppose it.
That's fine. Moving on, in this little discussion, how do you guys feel about James Gunn saying that you'll never see the adult Groot ever again in the films?
Oh well, who gives a fuck?
I don't care.
So are we gonna talk about Mortal Kombat? Because I've been itching to talk about.
Okay, you can chill out. We not there yet.
Get some tough acting.
You got some powder for that or something?
Tough acting to acting.
That's perfection. It's been confirmed that George Lucas will be writing for a new Star Wars series.
I don't care.
I don't care either.
Like, dude, we good on you. You sold the rights. We good on you. Just let it be what it be.
I need to go to sleep like the old days.
Yeah, please do.
We good.
Please do.
I'm gonna fall asleep too because I don't want to ever hear from that man again.
I love it. I can't.
Not with Star Wars. Not with Star Wars. Guy also created Indiana Jones. So
I don't want to hear from him ever again. I don't want to hear from him ever again.
Red Tails is also a good film. So
I'm curious, like, how would we feel if he actually did something new? But can he do something new? That's the real question.
No.
He has improved. Well, I mean, I've heard them doing something with Willow, so he's just after everything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, can he do something new? Like,
repeating myself.
I mean, in all honesty, Star Wars wasn't that new. He just stole everything else.
Okay. I just want thoughts on Gina Carano. Wants to talk first.
See, I want to call her the B word.
I'm dead.
I'm one up on you, Netta. I'm with you.
But I'm gonna be respectful.
I respect that.
I also want to call her the C word, and I'm definitely trying to be respectful.
That's what I meant when I'm one up on you. But continue.
You guys are on the same level.
I feel like, but I feel like this is a long road that was appropriately taken care of, regardless whatever happens. Even if she's saying that the reason why she got fired is because of leaked emails saying that Disney was riding the wave of fire Gina Carano. You don't need that. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. You kept popping off of the shit, being a fucking trumper in your fucking mouth, and everybody told you shut your dumb ass up. You just kept talking and talking with your social media, thinking just because of social media you couldn't get in trouble, and that's got clapped. It's
Twitter fingers. Twitter fingers cost you your damn job in the biggest IP in entertainment.
Shut your ass up.
People could not wait to watch you in your own show. You were about to have your own Star Wars show. You will be able to write your own ticket in Hollywood. I wouldn't know. But still, you were about to get paid, and you are limited as a actor, and that is being kind.
Yeah, facts.
You were about to cash the hell in.
Key phrase.
You could not. You could not stop tweeting.
Fumble the bag.
Tweeting cost you literally millions of dollars.
Yeah.
The bag.
Things that children do cost you that bag.
The bag.
But
all costs.
Before we wrap up, how did you guys be like our last little topic? We'll go out on this. How did you guys feel about that Mortal Kombat trailer that just dropped?
I want to go first. Fuck Tez.
You can go first, sir. You can go first, sir.
No, I'm joking. Go ahead, Tez. Get that itch out.
You know what I'm saying?
Tough acting tonight.
Clear up that infection. Come on.
Don't give me hope. Don't give me hope. Don't give me hope. I watched that trailer 5 times. Like, this shit looks too good to be real. This shit looks too good to be like. Like this might be the it might be good. It might the second I saw Sub-Zero freeze Jackson's arms off, I stopped. It was like, no, this can't. They wouldn't go this far. But I want to say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. This is directed to DC. DC, let James Wan run everything. The fact that James Wan in this trailer gave more authenticity to Mortal Kombat than Zack Snyder and the rest of you fucks have given to anything DC is amazing to me. Down to the armor. The fact that Scorpion's actor is Japanese and they gave him samurai armor, and Sub-Zero's actor is Thai or Filipino, and they gave him armor from his home country to match the characters. The fact that we got Goro, who looks like an actual monster. We don't know who the fuck. We don't know who.
He looks way better than the original.
Way better.
The original was animatronic.
Now,
so pretty good.
Reptile, I don't like that shit. But we can roll with Goro.
I think Reptile's all CG, but it looked trash. The fact that CC Stringer is playing Melina and she looks terrifying.
That's the part that got me. I was expecting the Sub-Zero part. When I saw Melina, I'm like, Okay, I'm on board.
Johnny-
And the directors have said that that's not the full view of her full look. So if everyone's crying that she don't have the whole fucked up grill and shit like that.
She does. Like
it's
even
not-
the picture, like
it's-
in the picture,
that's
her
not the
grill
full-
is kind of messed up here. Like her grill never goes all
But
the way back.
you didn't see all the teeth.
Oh,
You didn't
that's
see all the
fine. I'm
teeth,
not
though.
worried
They
about
wanna
that.
See all the teeth.
But
no, but some people were, so he was explaining
were,
that they
right.
that,
But
that the people said like they were going to see that.
I need to see all the hands. I need to see all fatalities. I need to see some dope. The fact that Sub-Zero cut Scorpion, the blood went flying in the air, and that nigga froze it and made a dagger. Then yeet that nigga into an ice wall, Mortal Kombat 9 style. I just sat there like, thank you. You. That was perfect. Absolutely perfect trailer. This movie might suck, but who knows?
Honestly, coming from Mortal Kombat Annihilation, even if this movie's bad, it's still going to be the second best Mortal Kombat film I've ever had.
I mean, that's very
like,
true.
They're playing with house money with this one.
Yeah, that's very true. You can't be mad at that. Lou, what did you think? Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
How did you feel about that?
I'm really ready to see that. Like, I'm ready for Mortal Kombat that looks good.
Like that first one a cult classic.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
I still fucked with the first.
The next one wasn't. So
that next one, I was like, "Ooh, buddy!" But
it looks so good. It looks so good. Like, I'm ready to see that. I'm actually excited for it because when I first heard it was coming, I was like, "Oh,
facts, me too."
But no, this actually look really good. Like, I'm hoping it's good. I feel like they wouldn't give us as much as they did if it wasn't good. But they kind of didn't give us much at the same time.
They really did. They really did.
So I feel, you know how like when you see a movie trailer and it's like everything happens in the trailer, and then you go to the movie, you like, this is the trailer. Yeah, like it don't feel that way. So
Red Bearded Gent, how did you feel about the trailer?
Yeah, I was freaking out like right from the beginning, like Jack, because I had said like before it had happened, I was thinking like, I wonder if they're gonna show how Jax lost his arm, so he was just gonna run, he was just gonna come out and just already have the arm. So immediately, first thing in the trailer, Jax loses his arms. I'm like, let's go.
You
thought they were gonna do him like dude. You thought they were gonna do him like dude in Hot Tub Time Machine, where they just kept drawing the shit out to one.
Real talk.
Like get his arm stuck in the elevator. Oh, I got it.
I really did. I was like, how are they gonna rip off his arms? And the fact that
you know what? I'd be so mad if they did that in that movie.
That honestly, that would have been funny.
The ending scene is him like losing his arms. You like, bro,
I lost my arm.
Oh, Liz. All right, so we're about to wrap up. Does anybody have any final thoughts?
Yes, I want to talk about our favorite subject, Snyderverse.
Uh-oh.
And let's kick this horse for a little bit.
All right, bye.
What do you want to talk about now? The fact that they released that fucking Joker Jesus picture?
That was crazy. I don't know why they needed to feel like they needed to release that. But more importantly, I want to talk about the business end of it. I'm not talking about the movie anymore. I don't really care. I'm talking about
talk about the business end of it. Go ahead.
How the executives are finally coming out saying, yeah, we knew that movie was shit, but we still put it out.
But we still spent $300 million on that shit and put it out in theaters.
Why couldn't you just hold off? I don't understand why you just couldn't hold off.
Shareholders.
Because everybody
shareholders. Exactly.
Well, they can share and hold these nuts because they should have waited.
You cost yourself.
Honestly, I think that's the film that made fans lose faith in that whole universe.
I have no faith.
That's the film.
And then after 84,
I think that was like the cherry on top.
That was
I
it.
think 84. I think 84 wrapped it up pretty.
We're like, what was like Batman v Superman? Oh no, this ain't the one. Then Justice League. Okay, y'all, it's a wrap. Then Shazam.
Oh, okay.
Hold the fuck up. How are you just skipping Suicide Squad?
Okay. Hold on. Oh, came out after. Okay. Birds of Prey.
It's serviceable. It's serviceable.
Okay. Oh, wait. COVID. We don't know what's going on. Everybody don't think about it. Okay. 4. Okay, we done.
Yeah.
It was a nice little timeline. They got your hopes up, and then they let you down. Then they got your hopes up, and then they let you down, and then they just like
a bad relationship.
Like, it's a toxic ass relationship. Because then Suicide Squad looks like it might be. Nope, I'm not looking at that "Hey you up" text at 2:30 in the morning. That is the Suicide Squad.
You still get those?
I would like to say that there was never a high for me, and there was always just lows.
I'm with you on that one.
That was up there.
You just been in a valley. She's just been in a deep valley.
I like Man of Steel. Man of Steel. Only thing Man of Steel did right for me was the casting of Henry Cavill. That was the only thing it did right for me.
Is it sad that in 7 episodes of WandaVision we've had more character development in the entire DC universe?
Think about that. No, because that's normal. Like
we're talking about Marvel.
What we expect, right?
I'm just saying, just like that's kind of fucked up. Like you all billions of dollars, but all these movies.
If you go to the DCEU, you don't really know anybody. You don't really know
anybody. You've had Wonder Woman introduced in BVS, 2 of her own solo films, and Justice League, and we don't know nothing about it.
She had sex, I heard.
Got her walls beat.
Yeah,
she got her walls.
She banged, but she banged a stranger.
She banged a stranger in another person's body.
That was sexual assault. That was sexual assault because that dude did not give his. I mean, Gal Gadot, but still sexual assault. That's some Harvey Weinstein type shit. Can't you know what we need to do? Cancel Wonder Woman. What the hell we need to do?
All right,
that'd be the tagline. You know what? That's gonna be the tagline.
Cancel Wonder Woman. All right. Well, this has been a beautiful episode of What Kind of Black Nerd Is This? I have been your hostess with some of the mostest because I'm fried right now. So we're going to get everyone's social so folks know where to follow you. Not only can you follow all of us on the What Kind of Black Nerdcast Is This YouTube page, Facebook, and
Instagram,
IG.
Yeah.
You can follow us all there. We all have our separate things and tags that you can follow us on. So JayTezla, where can our beautiful people find you?
You can find me at JayTezla, JayTezla on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also on YouTube. Not tomorrow, by the time you hear this, there'll be a video of the first episode of A Show About Nothing. The first episode stars Lou in the first episode. So yeah.
I thought you were talking about Seinfeld or something.
I'm dead. I did. And speaking of Lou, my petty sister, where can everybody find you?
You can find me everywhere at Is She Black or Asian? I almost said Black or Marvel. Like I don't know what's going on right now. So Is She Black or Asian? Asian is AZN. And also on me and La's podcast, A Full Cup with Lou and La.
It's not a full
and
cup.
On here, of course. And that's it.
I'm so done. As you yucking over there, Team Kayos, where can everybody find you?
Find me at Team Kayos on YouTube, and you can find me at Kayos on Facebook, Team Kayos on Instagram, Team Kayos on Twitter. I did a reaction to the Mortal Kombat trailer. We can find that on my channel, and I got some great content coming this weekend. And you can find me with all the rest of these great people on Facebook on a Black Nerdcast as pages.
And Red Agent.
Where can I find you? I don't have a podcast yet. I'm still working on it. I'm working on a name. I got plenty of content coming when it finally gets finished. I'm just working on a name right now, so when I figure that out,
the Detox album.
What?
No, the name of his podcast should be "Speaking to the Mic." Is what it should be.
or BG, but but all seriousness, find me at shit. Where can you find me? You can find me at Twitter and Instagram at the Red Bearded Gent. That's where I be in this bitch.
Right.
Yeah. With my finger. If you on Instagram, you can see me with my finger. Also What Kind of Black Nerdcast Instagram, which has already been said, as well as Facebook, as well as the Blacklisted Gamers. That page is a gaming page, which will be breathing new life in hopefully very soon. Twitter, we don't have a Twitter for that, but yeah.
Breathe, Debbie, breathe.
Twitch is coming. And check us. Well, this comes out Friday, so you won't even be able to check me and Tesla out tomorrow. Talking about but that is about it.
Well, I'm live. You can find me on all social media at Black Girl Marvel. I have a website, I have a Patreon, and I too have done the reaction to the Mortal Kombat trailer on my page, Black Girl Marvel. YouTube, if you want to check that out, please check out me and Lou at A Full Cup with Lou and La. We have some great content coming. Our next episode that's going to drop is our thoughts on the film Soul. So,
which was recorded in December.
Anywho, no.
What'd he say?
He said can't get an invite on this. Can't get an invite to the show. Everybody's invited, and as always, you can follow me on all social media, like I said, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell, join us, leave a comment below about all the topics that we talked about. Are you looking forward to the Snyderverse? What's your thoughts on Spider-Man theory and everything else we talked about? As always, this is What Kind of Black Nerdcast is this? Have a great one, you guys.
This is the way. Peace.